Well, we already got news on our brand new next campaign coming out in May of this year. As I anticipated, we were going to have one in May, but it's another Magic crossover. If you want to see what little information we do have, stay tuned. Hello everyone, I'm Ted. This is Nerd Immersion, and we're just going to dive right into it. This came out much earlier today. I had planned to make the video earlier, but parenting prevents that from happening. I saw this around 10 o'clock in the morning on a different website, but this was apparently dropped very quickly on the Penguin Randomhouse, the publishing company website, leaked, then has since been taken down, so that adds more credibility to the fact that the leak may be real, because it was up probably ahead of time and then was pulled, and now you can only get it through screenshots and things that people have taken. So it's dated for May 19th. That sounds about right based on the second time frame on release. And it's called Mythic Odysseys, which I did not know that Odysseys was spelled Odyssey with an S. I don't know. I just didn't know that. Of Theros. And from what I understand and from what I've read, this is yet another combo Magic the Gathering D&D thing. So Theros is a Greekish-themed Magic the Gathering world. This will make it the second after Ravnica to make it an official D&D campaign. So we do have, here's some information on Theros, right? Theros is a plane governed by the gods of Nyx, where heroes face monsters, the sea rages, people offer burnt offerings, and adventures take place. It is defined by mankind's struggle against the primal forces of the world and mankind's conflict with many other sapient races that populate the world. According to here, there's an enormous list of races too. Some that will translate from Magic the Gathering to D&D, or which ones will, we don't know. But if we look, it says cats, centaurs, gorgons, merfolk, minotaurs, satyrs, spirits, zombies, archons, basilisks, chimeras, cyclopes, demon, dragons, saint, hags, harpies, hounds, hydras, krakens, lamias, manticores, pegasi, phoenixes, spines, and sirens. There's a whole bunch of Greek theme or inspired D&D settings could include. Oh, this is just giving you some other ones that do exist. So I had originally seen this on comicbook.com as well. So it's obviously it's a Greek themed setting here. Hardcover set at $49.95. We'll see. This cover looks to be realistic, right? It's got a hero fighting a hydra. It's got the little Magic the Gathering logo. I don't know if you guys can make that out up here in the corner. I gotta tell you, I'm not okay. Let me preface this because I know I'll get a lot of backlash if I say I'm not interested in it. I am interested in it. I will 100% purchase this book. I will do a giveaway to all of you with this book, and I will read it and cover everything that's new inside it, like I always do for every new D&D release. That being said, this is not the book that I wanted. Again, I didn't want to get the Wildmount book. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to purchase it. I'm going to incorporate the stuff from it, just like from this, into my own games. 100%. I absolutely will do that. It's just not what I wanted. And I'm going to warrant a guess that you folks out there in the comments, obviously you big Magic fans and your big Ravnica fans and specifically Theros fans are going to be all over this and rabid for it. And that's awesome. Maybe that'll bring in a whole bunch of new people to D&D, and I'm excited for that. The only thing is, it's, if you saw the comments on the Wildmount stuff, there was a lot of people saying things along the lines of, like, I want Planescape, I want Dragonlance, I want Dark Sun, I want, Space, Spelljammer. People want the classic D&D settings. I want something more substantial for Ravenloft, whatever it is, or Greyhawk, or just a book of everybody wants Xanathar's 2 is what everybody's been calling it, right? We've seen all these subclasses released. I don't know why this is more of me giving a little rant here. We've seen that they've been doing all the subclass playtesting. So now it seems like if we are going to be getting a subclass player resource book, we're not looking till sometime in the fall, maybe August, September timeframe. So it's interesting though to give us 2 campaign settings and adventure books in the first half of the year. So I anticipate how this is going to go is this has kind of been soft leaked at this point. I don't know if they're going to go out and make it a public announcement because it's been leaked. My guess is the original plan was we would have a D&D live event like we had last year sometime in early May, and it would all be based around Critical Role and Wildmount. That's a smart decision on their part. Or maybe it would be based around this Theros thing, and they would announce this book kind of right before or right out the gate. And at sometime during that live stream event, either at the beginning or at the end, they'll announce what the class book is, the Xanathar's 2 book that people have been talking about. So, that being said, what are your thoughts about this Odyssey of Theros? It's been interesting because there have been campaign settings that are Grecian-based or like Greek mythology-based. I don't know if you guys had seen, there was, I think it was some Wizards devs had released a campaign. It was called like Odyssey of the Dragon Lords, bought from Arcanum Worlds. I had picked that up as well. I believe it was a Kickstarter. From the lead designer of Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 and Knights of the Old Republic. So, like, I thought that was going to be something that was going to be, like, picked up and maybe brought on by Wizards, or that was going to be, like, if you wanted it, that's the closest you're going to get to well-designed, and then they're doing that, and it probably did well. I think they raised almost $500,000. So Wizards is like, yeah, that's great and everything, but how about we do one with Magic? And again, if you think about what we've been talking about with the rise in the numbers on the Magic the Gathering and D&D side from the Hasbro execs, a crossover kind of only makes sense. My thoughts is this does potentially add more credence to the concept of one of those 5 video games for the next 5 years being some sort of Hearthstone-y type card game for Dungeons & Dragons. I could be wrong, but the fact that we already had the Ravnica tie-in and we have Magic the Gathering Arena, and now we're going to get another D&D tie-in with this Odysseys of Theros, maybe that does mean one of the games, video games, is going to be that. Again, that could be way out of left field, but the point is, we're going to get a Grecian-themed. I love Greek mythology. It's one of my favorite mythologies. That's how I got started in fantasy more than anything else was Greek mythology. The interest I had in it, and then I was around as I was a young kid at the time of Xena and Hercules when those were on TV, so that's a huge part of my growing up and the shows I kind of watched, and that type of genre has really become a thing that I really enjoy. So I'm pumped for this. Will I run a campaign in it? Maybe. Will I incorporate it into my campaign, as I stated before? 100%. If there's a pre-written adventure in there, maybe I'll give that a shot. For those of you who've been looking to maybe try to do like a Percy Jackson or a Hercules, that kind of a game, maybe you can adopt some of the rules and stuff from this set to make that Dungeons and Dragons version of that. I don't know. It sounds very interesting. I'm pumped for it. It's just not what I wanted right now. I was hoping for the player class resource book first. Looks like we're going to get another campaign. Now, again, it was an early release, a leak even. They may push that to the fall, potentially based on backlash or whatnot, and then move the class book up. Or they may keep the class book coming later because it needs more playtesting, which is a good thing, right? We want balanced classes in 5th edition. That's what we want. So, I don't know. What are your thoughts on Odysseys of Theros? Are you excited for it? Are you kind of like me where you're excited that it's going to come out and it's more options, but it's not what you were hoping for, so you're a little bummed on that side? Are you just throw it away, I don't want to deal with it at all? Or are you genuinely excited? I'm assuming Magic fans or fans of that particular world of Magic are super thrilled. So let me know your thoughts in the comment down below, and as more news comes out on this, I'll keep covering it. Oh, and PAX East 2020, I'm actually going to be there. I wasn't planning to be there. Saturday the 29th, is the 29th? Yeah, Saturday the 29th, I will be there for the day. So if you're out at PAX East, come find me. I'll be hanging around. I'll have dice and pins and stuff to give out. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.